You know, lots of things come up on TikTok and YouTube and hit the mark. I was listening to something by Ant Middleton, and he was talking about the Russian oligarchs having their property seized, having their football teams that they sponsored and all the wealth and all the rest of it taken off them. Some people might think that's a good thing, but government should not have the power to be able to do that. Government should not have the power to take everything off somebody, take their land, take their houses, take their money off somebody. That is fundamentally wrong. Now, under the law of Hywel Dda, that wasn't completely repealed until 1536 in Cymru, Wales, that was something that couldn't really be done, except it could be done in England, and in fact, the whole of Britain. Everything changed on the 14th of October 1066, when a certain William of Normandy came over and defeated Harold at Hastings. It was a close run thing, because that one single event, when William was proclaimed king on Christmas Day, the 25th of December 1066, everyone then would pay fealty to the king. Not just fealty, the entire of Britain would belong to the English king. Not just the English king, this was everything in the island, and the other island of Ireland was to belong to the king. Everything, every single piece of ground would belong to the king. So in the act of union between that tiny little world, Cymru, Wales, and England in 1536, Henry VIII wished also to get rid of the monasteries, because the monasteries had seen a loophole in the law that they could actually own land, except they couldn't, because the land of the monks belonged to the king. Every single piece of our land in Britain belongs to the King of Britain. Every single piece of our land. Think about that. There's one important point with this, is that the king represents the government. Parliament represents the government. The police represent the government. But local councils don't. Local councils are not government. Local councils are corporations. They do not and cannot seize your land. It's illegal. The only ones that can actually seize your land are the government, because the government own your land. Well, in the guise of being representatives for the true power in Britain, which is the king. The king is unbelievably powerful. He owns the land I'm sat on and talking to you on. He doesn't just own the seashore, right? He owns everything. He owns every single thing in Britain. He owns your wealth. He owns your car, your house. He owns absolutely everything. And that's not been repealed since the 14th of October 1066. Go and argue with me, but you're not going to win this one. The king owns everything in Britain, and you are serfs of the king. You are in right freeholders. To own freehold doesn't mean to say that you actually own your property. You are freeholders. You are designated freeholders by the king. Think about it. Thank you very much for watching. Watch what you're doing.